I have spent almost the whole day thinking what I was going to do today because I'm struggling a little bit. I have a big list of projects that I want to do, but they're all for March because I will be participating in Mass Make March. Since it's still February, there's not very many days left, but there's still some days left. So I wasn't sure what I wanted to do today. And I decided I'm just going to do a small little project. Now, most of the time when I say I'm just going to do a small little project, it turns into this giant project and it's hours and hours and hours. But I'm going to try and stick with just the small little project. Hi everyone, my name is Mary Lou and this is Create Junk Journals with Mary Lou. I am going to work in my 1950s retro reverie journal, and I want to do something that I have seen done, and that is stamping with distress sprays. I have never done this before, so this might go horribly wrong, but it might also go horribly right. I may make a big mess in my journal. That's okay, I can fix it. That's what gesso is for. That's what collage is for. I can cover it up if I need to, or I can just roll with it. So I'm not too concerned. I am going to try different things because I think it'll be so much fun. And while I am doing this, I guess I will tell you what I have planned for Mass Make March. Let's just use the centerfold because if I don't like it, I can collage right over top of it. So what I'm going to do first is take all these pieces out that are giving the journal bulk so that it is more flat. And of course, my topper is going to give it bulk, but that's okay. I'm just taking everything out that doesn't need to be in here or that isn't attached. There we go. So I'm going to play here. And what I have, let's start at the start. What I have here is photo paper. This is 32-pound double-sided matte photo paper. Matte photo paper actually holds the inks. So when I put something on here, it is going to stay. It is not going to move anymore. And that is why you can stamp on this. And it is also a little heavier, but it is beautiful. And I am wanting to try this really, really bad. What I have here is 2 stamp sets by Tracy Scott, the amazing Tracy Scott. It's all flowers. And I want to kind of make a border around here with flowers so that it is going to cover up some of the white. And like I said, if it goes wrong, I can cover it up. Okay, I have grabbed some colors that I think will look really good in this journal. And the page that I am basing everything on is kind of the page that matches my outside cover. So I will show you. I have, oh, something is leaking. I'm not sure what it is, but something is, oh, you know what? It is the lid for my vintage photo. So I have the speckled egg, and I'm just going to lay them on here so you can see it. I have saltwater taffy. I have tattered rose. I have Victorian velvet. I grabbed shaded lilac, but I'm not sure if I will be using shaded lilac. I think that might just be too purple, but for now it's there. I grabbed shabby shutters. And I grabbed dried marigold. And dried marigold is kind of in the same area as the shaded lilac. I know it would work, but I'm not sure if it's going to be right. And then, of course, I have vintage photo. Everybody needs vintage photo in everything. Okay. So I'm going to go to my page. So I'm going to start with the lightest because if it doesn't work, then I'm not losing out on anything. So I'm just going to spray a little bit of Distress spray. That was just 2 sprays. And I'm going to start with the smallest stamp, and that's again in case it doesn't work. So I am just laying them in here and getting some ink on there. And then I'm just laying it down. And I'll do that with a bunch of them. My teacup is right there too. So now I am grabbing my cloth and I'm just going to lay it over top and I'm pushing it down just as if I'm stamping, which I really am. I'm stamping. And then I'm just going to lift them up. Oh, is that ever pretty? Oh my goodness, it did work. Yeah. Let me lift that up so you can see it. It is very, very faint, but very pretty. So I think I want to do a little bit more, and I think I want to stick with this color because apparently there's blue on the stamp itself, and I never clean my stamps. I am like that. I just don't. So I'm going to go back right there. And I'm just making kind of stamp clusters. And then again, I'm going to go over top with the cloth, pushing it down, making sure that my stamps don't move. And then I'll lift them up. I really like this. So I think I want to spray a little bit of speckled egg in there. And I think 1 spray will do. Let's do 2, just 'cause. And then I'm going to take the bigger one. I'm not sure if I want to do the biggest one. I think I want to do the biggest one right here. But I am picking up the blue or the speckled egg. And I need to put this right over top of everything. My gut is telling me that is what I need to do. Okay, let me lift that up. It is very pretty, but I'm not sure if that is too messy. However, I don't mind it at all. I think what I want to do is I want to alternate. I'm not sure if I want to touch the other stamp. I think I want to just use these, and I think I want to go around the border with the little ones, and then I can put leaves and stuff in between. I do want to put this stamp over here as well. So, and again in the speckled egg. And I may need some water. Let's add some water to the mix, because then it's also going to oxidize a little bit. And I'm just going to push this down. I like it. I do. So I'm going to go around with the speckled egg first. And I'm going to go kind of helter-skelter, higgledy-piggledy here and there. I'm going off the page as well, because that will make it look better. And that one, oh, I like. And I'm just laying them back into the inks. And it won't always come out very well, but that's the whole trick here. I like it. I am going to spray a little bit more water because there's lots of ink left here. It just needs to liquidate again, or how do you say that? Liquefy, I guess. Oh, that got really wet, but that's okay. It will dry. It's all good. I like. I think one more. One more turn. Maybe two. I know right here there's a spot and it's just not filled in enough, so I'm just putting just one more stamp there. And then I think it is good. And I'm going to dry this. Okay, so it's pretty much dry. It did go to the other side a little bit, but it doesn't dissolve the color, so it's all good. There's just some stains. Like I said, not overly concerned. And I think now I want to pick up the tattered rose again. Was it tattered rose that I was using, or saltwater taffy? I'll go with saltwater taffy. Ooh, it was tattered rose for sure. Maybe if I mixed it too. And then we'll add some water. And then we'll just put the stamps right back in there, giving it enough space so that the stamps can go in there. There, and as you can tell, I did not clean the stamps at all. They still have the blue on there. It's okay. I just want color. Oh, that's so cool. That came out looking really good. Yeah, I like that. And I won't need a lot of the saltwater taffy. Just a little bit is plenty. Just to give it some extra color. I like it. Yep. I think I want to go to the other side and do the same thing. So I'm just going to, right now, just grab these because that's the color I have here. Interesting. I didn't do anything, but it's all good. Not sure if I need a little bit more. Probably this one right there. Am I looking for perfect impressions? No, obviously I am not. I am just looking for the most part, color. And then you can still see the design of the flower in between. Okay, I think that's all the saltwater taffy I want to use. So I'm just going to wipe this up again. And I'm going to put the speckled egg back. With a little bit of water. And then just laying the stamps in there. So it's really repeat the same thing over and over and over and over again. All just to get some texture on the page by using color. So it's a very easy way to actually get color on a page, is to just do something like this. I like how the oxides look, the oxide sprays. I'm not a huge fan of oxide ink, but I like the oxide sprays. And if I can use them in a different way, like that's even better, because I am always a little hesitant that they take over. So this way, I'm still going to get the color, right? Like I get all the color without a lot of the mess. So before I go to another color, well, I am going to go to another color, but I am going to put some green leaves in there. And so I'm grabbing the shabby shutters. And the shabby shutters is actually very limey when you get it onto. I'll use some water. And then we'll just drop these in there. And again, we're just going to get some color in there. Maybe not. These are not working as well as what the other ones did. I'm just noticing that I'm getting color into my cover. So I'm just covering it up a little bit. There, that's better. That's a little bit better. I may have to mix a different color in there. I am going to just mix in a little bit of Vintage Photo. And Vintage Photo is really, really leaky. Oh, that's better. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's cool. Push it down. Oops. Yeah, I don't mind it. I'm just going to put a few of the little ones in there. And then a few of these bigger ones. Yep. That works. And I'm just going to wipe this back up. And really, this is just a background. I am not really doing anything overly exciting. I am just creating a background. So I have the big one, and I think I want to do Victorian velvet and the shaded lilac, I think. But I don't want them to be mixed completely. I kind of want them like that. And then water. So they're not totally mixed. They're just kind of blending a little bit. Once I put the stamp in there, oh, they're not totally mixed until I put the stamp in there and then blend it all together, right? It's not doing how I wanted it to do, but I think it will work. Yeah, it's just leaking a bit. Oh, I actually don't mind that. That's a really pretty color. That color actually works much better than the two that I had picked. So together they turned into the right color. So I'm just going to go over top again. Like that. And one more on this side. And again, like I said, this is not about the design. This is about getting color onto a white page. Just by using your stamps in a way where you're overlapping them and just getting color onto the page. Like that. Ta-da! I like this. I can work with this. So that was the project that I had in mind for today. I think this is lovely. The colors are beautiful. They work with the cover. Like this is the cover. This is the inside. And I think it is pretty. There's a lot of texture here. And once it is dry, it'll be really pretty to work with, and I can put pockets on here and stuff. I may go and decorate a little bit more and get some more in here as well so that the whole page is covered. But what a lovely background that is. So this was a quick, easy video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that shows you how else, in which other ways you can use your supplies. I'm a little stuck at the moment because I am going into Mass Make March. We're 4 days away. I have what day was today? Wednesday. Sorry, it's Wednesday for me. So tomorrow I will be live, and then it's Saturday. So that'll be what, so I only have today's video and Saturday's video, and then Friday I am live. So that's why I am a little bit stuck on what projects to do for those couple of days. If you have any requests for Friday's live, let me know. I am open to suggestions. Otherwise, I may just be playing around in my 1950s retro reverie journal, because it's fun and I can think of a lot of things that I can be doing in here. For right now, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button because you don't want to miss what I have planned for Mass Make March. And I will see you again tomorrow. Bye!